Everyone, it's Grandpa Hickory. Welcome to my video. This is the study of Sodom and Gomorrah. Now people, my channel has been censored. I'm not allowed to make comments on Fox News because YouTube has censored my channel for a gay bishop that's not even a citizen of the United States of America that ridiculed President Trump, MAGA, and all American citizens. But YouTube has censored me for 3 months. I have been dinged over this that President Trump is now having deported and kicked out of America because she snuck across the border and come in. She came in to vote Democrat and she become a bishop, yeah. But let me tell you about Sodom and Gomorrah. Now, I have taught on this quite a bit. I've been invited to different places, and I go in, I have a complete teachings about Sodom and Gomorrah and the things that their government that they had. You see, Sodom and Gomorrah was a very, very huge city. It was a huge thing, bigger than the Metroplex of Dallas and Fort Worth combined. And they were right at the Dead Sea where it's at now. God destroyed them. But let me tell you something about Sodom and Gomorrah. Now, the Gomorrites would go out and they would get the most beautifulest 10 to 11-year-old girls. And they would keep them in a little thing, we would call it a commune. And they had them, they had all kinds of spices, aromas like cloves, cinnamon, every kind of spice and clove. There was aromatic, peppermint, spearmint. They would do all this to them, and they had to sleep naked with all these things piled on. And then they would take them, and they would take them naked before all the people, and then they would take them and they would sacrifice them to their god of sodomy. Now this was Sodom and Gomorrah. And now when this did what she did to Donald Trump, all I did was make a remark, a comment to Fox News about Sodom and Gomorrah. And YouTube has dinged my channel for 3 months. I feel like I'm discriminated against for this person that should not be in the United States of America. I'm an American citizen, but YouTube has stood up for this illegal alien, gay, woke bishop, and they have come against me. But I'm going to tell you something. The government of the Sodom and Gomorrah was horrible. The men of Sodom, and let me tell you about this. They called it Sodomon. We call it, Sodom, but they called it Sodomon. Okay, they would get together in what they called the evening tide, which was the beginning of darkness. And then they would go outside of town, and there were main trails that the people of Israel traveled through. And a lot of young men would leave their families and homes, and they were given well, you can't really say their fortunes, but they were given lots of money and things to help them in their journeys that they were going on. And their family blessed them. They loved God. Well, they got on their donkeys, and they would bring their burro, the donkeys behind them, with all their goods on. Well, the children, they're not children, the lowlifes of Sodom and Gomorrah, they would wait in ambush for these people to come through. Then they would grab them. They would take them all out in the woods. They would strip them naked. And they, as black people of South Africa say, they partied on them all night long. They committed acts of sodomy. And then at morning light, they would cut the testicles and the penises off of these men and stuff them in their mouths. And they would shove them off stone walls that were about this tall down into a deep canyon pit. And of course they bled to death and they died horrible deaths. Now, this is the history of Sodom and Gomorrah. There is a lot written about it. And see, I've studied it, and I've tried to teach people about Sodom and Gomorrah. You see, the sin of sodomy, when somebody does that, they take in body fluids that pass through, like a man's prostrate that is stricken with cancer, or through a woman's private parts that their body fluids have gone through their cancerous bladder. And now these people are consuming this orally. And the Lord God has warned against this sin because it brings horrifying death and disease to people. And this is all I try to do, is warn people. But I have been censored by YouTube over this deported gay woman that President Trump is kicking out of our nation. And so be it. God bless President Trump. God bless America. And God bless all you citizens that voted for Donald Trump. We are fed up with Satan's devices in our nation. Did you hear what I said? You know what? Michael, the strongest angel that you cannot even comprehend in your mind. This was an angel of God that God has created, that has more strength and might than anyone can ever describe. You know what he said to Satan? He folded his arms and stood there and looked at Satan right eye to eye, buddy, that close to Satan's ugly face, and said, "The Lord rebuke thee, Satan." Because you know who is mightier than Michael, the archangel? That's right. The God that created Michael, the archangel. Hit the like button, subscribe. I'm Grandpa Hickory. I'll see you on the next channel. I have been censored for 3 months for an illegal alien gay person that passed himself off as a bishop, attacked our president and our government and MAGA and all the citizens of the United States of America, but yet YouTube has sided with this person and has censored me. I feel like I'm discriminated against. Hit the like button, subscribe. I'll see you on the next video. Goodbye for now.